list, so it's important that you do sign in at our back two tables. We will be sending that community mailing list out every time we have new pieces of information. And if you want to get an email bulletin sent to you, notifying you anytime that we do update the web, you can sign up through our website, or you can contact Kelly after this meeting and provide her with an email address so that we can add you that email bulletin. Here's our contact information. As most of y'all have met Danny and Kelly and Lindsay. They've been all over your neighborhood. They are going to be needing to meet more of y'all. That Danny is the project manager for the site, and Kelly's our community liaison, and Lindsay's our toxicologist. I'm the manager of the Superfund section, and we do have a hotline set up for people to call in if they're trying to get another piece of information they haven't been able to find. So you can also call the hotline. Well, that concludes my talk, but I wanted to say one more thing. Well, first of all, thanks for coming out. I mean, it shows us a lot of, y'all have the same concerns that we do. I mean, we've got a huge crowd here. I anticipate or hope that it actually grows. You know, some people might think I'm crazy about that, but we do need to get more people involved. We are going to have to expand out and sample past the areas we currently have sampled. If you know any individuals out there, or if you know how we can get in contact with them, or if you know individuals that we have not been able to get in contact with at this time, please help us get in contact with them. The other thing is, we're in this for the long haul. We're not going anywhere. You know, we have just started. This is just the beginning stage of this. We have a long way to go. And, you know, like I said, we have a lot of resources at hand with our regional offices. Several regional offices have already helped out. We also have the Austin office. We have the people from the Department of Health. We have access to the Attorney General's office. Just about anything you can imagine, we have access to. We're the group that comes here to take care of problems like this. The other thing I need to point out is, when we're coming back and sampling the wells that have filters on them, we need your help with that. These filters are built for household uses, normal household uses. They're not built for heavy irrigation or built for agricultural watering. We need y'all to work with us on that. To have these filters stay maintained, for us to be able to get to them quick enough to make sure that the filters are working properly, we need y'all to work with us and conserve water and not be wasteful with it. Because we want to ensure that y'all have clean water to drink and bathe in. And so we need your help with that. After that, I do have another thing to say. Y'all have a great team working on this project. Danny, Kelly, and Lindsay are amazing. What I've seen them do over the last month is unbelievable. Y'all have a great group of people working on this site. And I know that they are very happy to answer your questions, and I just wanted to point that out. They are deeply concerned with this. They've been working really hard. Very long hours, weekends, and right now, this is their only concern. So they're here for you. We're all here for you. And after that, I will turn back over to Kelly.
Okay, well, thanks, Bob. That was very nice of you to say. And thank you, Bob and Lucy. This is where we open for the floor for your comments and your questions. I think we're losing Bob for a TV interview for 5 minutes, but hopefully maybe we can open the floor for questions that somebody else can handle. So all that I ask is that you come forward. There are microphones on that side and that side. So if you come forward to the microphones for your questions and comments, and that's so that everyone in the audience can hear you. Okay, so if you have a question or a comment, come on down.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Brandon Henson. I've lived here in Midland.
Can't hear you.
All my life. Can you hear me? Turn it on. My name is Brandon Henson. I've lived here most of my life, all my life, matter of fact, and know all these people. My dad was a water wheel grower. My dad bought some land out here in 1980 because of the water. The people would come out in town to get our water because Midland water sucked so bad. So anyway, to go from that, but we've had some of the best it went bad one day. Fruit trees started dying, everything, along around 83, 84. And, of course, people contacted the Railroad Commission. They said, oh, they just dumped salt water years ago. You just pump your wells. And most people were scared to say anything, do anything, because a lot of these people, that if they ain't got the chromium, we're still damaged, you know, by property value. So, you know, a lot of people wouldn't say nothing about that. That's what I want to know. I got a neighbor that did an extensive deal on his. His water come up petroleum contamination.
Okay.
He's way far away from here, out on 118, you know. And I know his water, that stuff travels, it's going to do a lot more. What I want to know, are y'all going to just go for the chromium, or y'all going to help the people out in the other areas that, like out where we are, where our groundwater?
So your question is, are we going to be doing another investigation in your area regarding some petroleum out there?
Yes.
I'm not aware of that we've been notified about anything in that area, but perhaps if we could speak to you after the meeting about your concerns about that area.
Yeah, well, we had Culligan just come out, was trying to clean up from the sun. Just for their little test that they did, they said the nitrates were 5 times higher than the state allowed, and not to make the kid in, especially in infant, because my son was living out there then. So that's what I'm wondering, if y'all want to just do that or branch out and help some more.
Well, could you talk to Ms. Daniels after the meeting about where we're going to be sampling?
Sure.
Okay, great. Who's next? Do you want to stand up, or do you want to come back to that?
No, this is fine right here.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say that I've met you in previous meetings and encounters. Your office now has a copy of my well contamination, and I'm well out of the limit. You've had it since the first of the week.
And
I'd like to know when I'm going to get a filter, number one. Also, I find it hard to stand here knowing that the health problems in my family, and be told that this has to be so high to cause cancer. I don't believe that. There's no way between my husband and I and our animals can have the cancer rate that we have and this be where it's at. Now, you may tell me that, and that may be what you know, but don't stand there and tell me, with me standing here knowing I'm going to die from this, that you are doing your best because you're right. What does it take for the people out here today, tomorrow, or next year? Maybe their well's fine today, but what about 5 years, 5 months? What's going to happen when your kids start dying, or your grandkids? What's going to happen when everything you work for all of your life is down to 2? Do you think they give a damn? They don't.
As Mr. Patton explained, we are sampling the wells that have already shown contamination, and we are continuing to sample around the area to monitor the plume. And I'm going to let Danielle speak about it. We are continuing to expand our sampling area. And I have not received your results, but I would be more than welcome to speak with you after this. And I can look at your results, and we can talk about where your location is, and we can address that. On health effects, I believe Lindsay would be the most appropriate person to answer those questions.
Hello, my name is Tommy Flores. I'm at 114. I'm right there in the middle of the contamination. I'm the yellow dot on that map.
Mr. Flores, I'm sorry, could you wait just a minute? We're still responding to the previous question.
I'm Lindsay Jones, I'm a toxicologist. I first want to say how sorry I am about you and your husband. I'm one of many that has cancer, that cancer has touched my family, and I know how heartbreaking of a disease it is. And I first really do want to tell you how sincerely heartfelt I'm very, very sorry about your medical problems. All I can tell you is what is best that science can tell me. And if you'd like to speak one-on-one, again, I would love to speak to you again. And I have not seen your sampling results, but if you have them tonight, maybe we could speak after the meeting. Okay, we can definitely speak after the meeting.
Like I said, it's kind of hard to hear that it has to be at this rate for this to be happening, because we are living examples. That's not true. Our animals, I've told you before, you go down and you look at my animals and see the tumors and see the death rate. Don't stand there and tell me it has to be that high for it to be doing this, because it isn't.